Hello everybody, this here is Muhammad Sonic Booms here, and today I'm going to demonstrate my new Dark Magician deck profile from March ban list. Of course, I got the new cards already, and now that I've finally get the new cards, I was able to make Dark Magician deck profile look like the only best thing I would ever use. Which is what Yugi Moto even uses, yeah? When it comes to elevator videos, I do deck profiles now. Of course, it's been 7 years since I filmed the elevators. Without further ado, we're going to do the deck profile. So for the monsters, I run triple copies of the heart and soul of the deck. Dark Magician. Yep, Dark Magician, the only ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. That's what I even think about Dark Magician, the heart and soul of the deck. That's what I like to run. Anyways. And next I run one Red Eyes Black Dragon. Why? Because he's the only material I would use for Red Eyes Dark Dragoon anyway. I mean, why do I run this card? It's quite simple. Let me go get it a little closer. Let me go get it. Let me get the camera a little closer. Perfect. Yep, Red Eyes Black Dragon. That's all I like to see. The only monster that Joey really used before. Also, I run one Dark Magician Girl. Why? Because gains 300 tap points for each Dark Magician or Magician of Black Chaos in either player's graveyard. Yep, if your opponent has Dark Magician, he gets that much power. Whether it's 3 copies or 6. You know, 3 in my graveyard, 3 in the opponent's graveyard. That's why Dark Magician Girl will be easy run, easy go. I run triple copies of Magician's Rod. Why? I also run, triple Magician. I run triple copies of Magician's Rod, which is the only Dark Magician and Spell and Trap any card that lets Dark Magician in the text searcher. That's why I run Magician's Rod. Because of this, if you activate Spell or Trap while it's in the graveyard, you can tribute it, add to the hand. That's why Magician's Rod will be very essential for the deck. That's why I run the Magician's Rod. I also run double Magician's Souls. Why do I run double Magician's Souls? Some people run 3, people won't have to run 2. You can send any 2 Spell Traps and you can draw the card, that many cards. But when it's in the hand, you can send any level 6 or higher spellcaster from your deck to the graveyard. You can either spell summon it or send a card from hand to the graveyard. You can bring back one Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl from the graveyard. That's why I run Magician's Souls. Also, I run a couple of Apprentice Illusion Magician. You can discard a card from your hand to the graveyard and summon it, and you can fetch one of your Dark Magicians as well. And you see, during damage calc, and you'll see my other Dark Attribute spellcast type monster battles. I can send this from my hand or from the field to the graveyard. So it gains 2,000 attack and defense during damage count. That's why 2 Apprentice Magician's Illusion will do it. Also, I run 1 Magician's Robe. Well, with Magician's Robe, during your opponent's turn, you can discard a spell, you can spell a trap, you can bring out back Dark Magicians from your deck. I mean, if you activate spell a trap or artifact while in the graveyard, you can special summon it, but it's banished as well. I mean, 2,000 defense will be easy, maybe. I also run 2 of the Paldeum monsters. Oracle Mahad and Oracle Mana. You see, with Oracle Mahad, if you draw this card, you can reveal it, special summon it from the hand, yeah. But if the battle is a Dark Attribute monster, then its tap points is double, but when it's destroyed, you can bring back any Dark Magician from your hand deck or graveyard. And for Paldeum or Oracle Mana, since you activate when a spell or trap is activated that targets one spellcast type monster, I control no other cards. When it's in the hand or graveyard, you can special summon it. I mean, level 7 or higher spellcasters can't be destroyed by card effects, you know? But it's destroyed, you can bring back any Dark Magician Girl I like. I mean, Dark Magician, the ace and heart and soul of the deck. Alright. Also, I run the other magician girls, like Apple, Berry, and Chocolate. You see, with Apple, when it's target for an attack, you bring out any level 5 or lower spellcaster from your hand, like a Chocolate Magician Girl. And then there's Berry Magician Girl. And, I mean, if you know summon it, you can add any Magician Girl monster to deck your hand, like either Dark Magician Girl, like either Dark Magician Girl, or any other kind you like. But I don't need to run the Lemon or Q, whatever it is. But when it's targeted for an attack, you can special summon any Magician Girl. You can change the battle position, you can special summon the Magician Girl monster from your deck. I mean, after Magician Girl, if it's targeted, you can special summon a level 5 lower monster. You can change each target to it, then its attack and defense are cut in half. And I think with Chocolate Magician Girl, you can discard a spellcaster type monster to draw a card. But if it's targeted, you can bring back any spellcaster like Dark Magician or so on, or any others. Spellcasters like, oh yeah, Dark Magician Girl maybe, or Paladin or Kumara, whichever comes. And yeah, the next card I like to run will be Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. You can add any spellbook cards, comboing off with Spellbook of Secrets, it's any kind of spellbook, yeah. Like Spellbook of Elementary nowadays. Because all you can do, you can send a spell check to the graveyard. If you send it to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. This is the only way to replenish it, maybe. And also the 2 ritual monsters I run is Magician of Chaos and Black Chaos Max. You see, you can ritual summon it with Chaos form, or any other ritual spell, yeah? But his name comes Dark Magician while on the field or graveyard. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Also, almost forgot, yeah? Because with this, you can spell summon 1 ritual chaos. But it's, you see, when a spell trap or effect is activated, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. But if it's destroyed, you can bring any chaos blast soldier monster from your hand and can already summon it. Like if you had Magician of Black Chaos Max in your hand, you can ritual summon it also with chaos form. But when it's special summon, you can treat 1 monster, so your opponent can activate monster effects this turn. But when it destroys the opponent's monster right now, you can try 1 spell in the graveyard and add to the hand. Any spell you can try, that's all. Also run 1 Magician of Dark Illusion. Why you can spell summon it with Magician Navigation, but his name becomes Dark Magician while on the field only. But if you activate spell trap card during your opponent's turn, you can special summon it. I mean, if you activate spell trap, you can bring out Dark Magician and keep making those combos. That's why you run Magician of Dark Illusion. It's all for the monsters. Now we roll the spells. For the spells consist of triple copies of Dark Magical Circle. Why do I consider to run Dark Magical Circle? Because with activate, you can lose the top 3 cards of the deck. You can reveal any Dark Magician or 1 spell trap that lists the card on Dark Magician's text. You can add to the hand and place the remaining cards in your deck in any order. But if you special summon it, you can, and if a Dark Magician is normal or special summon, you can try 1 card and banish it. Banishing any card your opponent controls, yeah? That's why I run Dark Magical Circle. Also I run triple copies of Soul Servant. You see with Soul Servant, you can place 1 card on deck, hand, deck, or graveyard that lists that is Dark Magician or any Dark Magician Girl on the text, except Soul Servant. You see, because when you activate Dark Magical Circle, you can combo off with Soul Servant anyway, so you can add any card, any Dark Magician card that's in the text. That's why you run Soul Servant. But you can banish this card, you can draw cards equal to the number of Paladin monsters, Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl with different names on the field and in the graveyards. That's why I run Soul Servant, because it's the only thing that you can use to replenish your hand. And also, I run 2 copies of Secrets of Dark Magic. You can activate 1 of those effects, either fusion summon using monsters of hand or field, including Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl as fusion material, or you can ritual summon 1 ritual monster from your hand by attributing monsters from your hand or field, including Dark Magician, whose soul level is equal to the level of ritual monster. That's why I like to run Secrets of Dark Magic. Also, I run 2 Eye to Mias. Why? Because it's treated as legendary dragon size. And you can Dark Magician monster, you can fusion summon it that this the monster on the field as fusion material by using it. That's why I run Eye of Timaeus. You can either bring back Dark Magician Dragon Knight, the Dark Magician, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, or any like Dark Magician Girl with Dragon Knight. Whichever comes. Yep. Also run the other fusion spells. Like Magical Eyes Fusion, Red Eyes Fusion, and Polymerization. You see with Red Eyes Fusion, you can could be the target for Verde Anaconda, because you can fuse someone fusion monster that lists the Red Eyes monster as material from the extra deck. Like if you send Dark Magician or Red Eyes to your deck to the graveyard, you can like sending Dark Magician or Red Eyes from your deck to the graveyard. You can just summon Dark Dragoon and Blaze Tree but that's name becomes Red Eyes Black Dragon, but you can't almost spell summon other monsters. Magical Eyes Magician, you can banish any spellcasters if you want to bring out Quick Light Magician. Like 5, yeah? Polymerization is useful, maybe. So that's why I went first. Also, I like running 2 ritual spells. Others, like Chaos Form and Advanced Ritual Art. Chaos Form, you can ritual summon any Chaos or Blacklist Soldier monster, but anyways, you have to tribute monsters from your field or hand. For Banish Blue Eyes, right, Dragon or Dark Magician from the graveyard, its total level is exactly equal to the level of the Chaos or Bloodlust Soldier ritual monster you ritual summon. And Advanced Ritual Art could be essential if you want to bring out Magician of Chaos. You can send Dark Magician also from your to the graveyard and then bring them out. That's why you run these 2. Also, I run the other spells. So the other spells I like to run would be 1 Dark Magic Attack to destroy any spell traps if you have Dark Magician. 1 Bond between teacher and student. If you have Dark Magician, you can bring out any Dark Magician girl from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You can set this. Any other spells like Dark Burning Attack or Dark Burning Magic or Dark Magic Twin Burst directly from the deck. Also, 1 Dark Magic Inheritance. So you can match 2 spells, add a spell try to list Dark Magician or Dark Magician girl in the text as well, from the deck to the hand. That's why I like running these. Also, I run Dark Burning Magic. Because if you have Dark Magician girl, if you set it face down, you can destroy all your cards your opponent controls. Also, I run 1 Dark Magic Twin Burst. Why? Because you target 1 Dark Magician girl, 1 Dark Magician you control, and it gains attack points equal to the combined attack points of all Dark Magician girl currently on the field or in your graveyard, or in either player's graveyard until the end of the turn. That's why Dark Magic Twin Burst is good. Also, I run Dark Magic Expanded. Why? Because I can apply these like a sequence based on the sequence and based on the number of Dark Magician girl and Dark Magician girl in the graveyard. Like if you have one Dark Spellcaster type monster on the field, gain 1,000 attack points. And this turn, my opponent can activate spells or cards or effects in response to my spell and trap card effect activation, and also spell and trap I control cannot be destroyed by opposed card effects. And yeah, if I have 3 of those, Dark Attribute Spellcaster type monsters I control are unaffected by your opponent's card effects at the end of the turn. That's why I like running these. Also, I run the others like Illusion Magic. Tribute 1 monster, you got 2 copies of Dark Magician. Strength of Unity would be essential, because if you ritual summon using Blue Eyes, White Dragon, or Dark Magician, you target 1 card your opponent controls or in the graveyard, and you can banish it. You can set its face-up card and field at the graveyard, and then bring back 1 level 7. You can target 1 level 7 and a higher normal monster in your graveyard and add to the hand or shuffle it, whichever you like. And Dark Magic Veil could be handy. You're gonna pay 1,000 life points to special summon a Dark Spellcaster from your hand or graveyard. Either Dark Magician Girl or Dark Magician of any kind, for that matter. Also, that's what I like to run. Dark Magic Veil, yeah? And also the spell books I like to run is Spellbook of Secrets and Spellbook of Knowledge. All you gotta do is send a Spellcaster. You send a Spellcaster or a Spellbook card from your hand to graveyard. And with that you can draw 2 cards. That's why Spellbook of Secrets you got a Spellbook card like Spellbook of Knowledge. That's all I like to run anyway. That's all for the spells. Now we go to the traps. So for the traps, I want triple copies of Eternal Soul. Why? Because with Eternal Soul, every Dark Magician in your monster is unaffected by opponent's card effects, but if it leaves the field, all my monsters are destroyed. Because with Eternal Soul, you can spell summon Dark Magician from your hand or graveyard. You can add 1 Dark Magic attack with 1,000 knives from my deck to my hand. I don't like running 1,000 knives. I mean, seriously, I don't need 1,000 knives anyway. I also like running one dark renewal, because if you spell so many monsters, you target one of your monsters as a spellcaster, you can send both of them to the graveyard, then you can spell summon a dark attribute spellcaster like Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl from the deck of graveyard. One Dark Horizon. And one Dark Horizon. Magician's Defense. Yeah. The damage I take is kind of half, you know. But when it's sent to the graveyard, field to the graveyard, you can like any spellcaster like Dark Magician. Perfect to combo off with a Dark Magical Circle. Either way. But only can be comboed off with Dark Magical Circle once per turn. Also, I want one Magician's Combination. If the card effect is activated during the damage step, you tribute Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl. You can still summon any Dark Magician Girl from the hand or graveyard with a different name. But you can negate the activated effect, that's what happens. But if it's 6 of cards sent to spell check onto the graveyard, you can destroy a card, which is very essential. Also, I run Destined Rivals. If I have Blue-Eyed White Dragon Dark Magician, all the effects of face-up monsters are negated. For Magician Navigation, you can summon any Dark Magician or any like Magician of Dark Illusion or Dark Magician Girl, whichever you like, yeah? Or 2 Dark Magicians to be precise. Also, the Jar of Avarice could be essential, though. The Destined Rivals can negate any of the face-up monsters. With Jar of Avarice, you can keep on shuffling any card you like, draw a card, do your combos over again. 5 cards, yeah. Now we go to the extra deck next. So for the extra deck, consists of fusion monsters. Like Amulet Dragon. Amulet Dragon must be fused with the above fusion monsters, the 2 monsters already died to Mias. But with this spell summon, you can banish any spells from any graveyard, whether it's mine or my opponent, and the gains are in the tap points. But if it's destroyed, you can bring back any spellcaster like Dark Magician. You can couple off with Dark Magical Circle easily. Also, Dark Cavalry. The Dark Cavalry will look good because it gains 100 attack points when you spell a check on the field or in the graveyard. And if it attacks a monster in defense position, my opponent takes piercing damage. But if a card effect is activated in the field, you can discard it and you can negate it. That's why. And yeah, all I have here is Dark Magician of Dragonite. You see, just like Magician of Chaos, his whole tree is Dark Magician. He becomes Dark Magician on the field or graveyard. But your opponent cannot target spell or trap cards like control card effects, and they cannot be destroyed either. Besides this, if you use Eternal Soul, or you can bring back the Dark Magician Dragonite and combo off with Magical Circle. That's what you like to run, yeah? I also like running others too, like Dark Magician Girl the Dragonite. Because of it must be fused with the above fusion materials, or with item minus, but you can send a card from hand or field to the graveyard, which is in either player's turn, and you can target one face of the card and destroy it. That's why you get Dark Magician Girl the Dragonite. Also, Dark Paladin requires Buster Blader and Dark Magician, but could be a target for the Timaeus, yeah. But when a spell is activated, you can discard a card to negate it, but it gains 500 tap points to each dragon type monster in the graveyard. That's why Dark Paladin will be useful. Also like running the others like, Quitland Magician. But if it's fusion summon, I can destroy all cards my opponent controls. The boss monster to be used with Magicalized Fusion. Quintet Magician. Yep. And it cannot be destroyed by card effects, that's what. Also I run the Red Eyes Dark Tribune, which is usable for Timaeus, or requires Dark Magician Red Eyes, or another dragon attribute dragon type effect monster, even if you use Timaeus on this Tsunos. All you can't be destroyed by card effects, and we can't neither player can target it. So during my main phase, I can even destroy a monster my opponent controls. And when that time comes, all I can do is my opponent takes damage equal to the monster's attack points. But I can use the effective number of times per turn, up to the number of null monsters to use a fusion material for the card. When I activate a card or effect, I can discard a card to negate the activation and destroy it. And with that, it gains 1000 attack points. That's why I like Red Eyes Dark Tribune. And the only monster I run is a Dark Magician, which is the only target for Timaeus or polarization or anything. Requires 1 Dark Magician, 4 Dark Magician Girl, plus 1 Spellcaster type. But once a turn, if a spell / trap or card effect is activated, you draw a card. But if it's a spell or trap, you can set it. But if it's a trap or quick play spell, you can activate it. But if it's destroyed, you can bring back both Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl from the hand, deck, or graveyard. Which Dark Magician can be useful for the Dark Magical Circle play. That's why I like Dark Magicians. Now we go to the Exceed monsters. I run Ebon High Magician and Ebon Illusion Magician as well. And because of that, I can easily if it executes material, I can activate a quick play spell or trap from my hand during the opponent's turn by attaching 1 overlay unit. But if it sees some of his cards destroyed, if I set to the graveyard, or if it's set to the graveyard by a card event, I can bring out a dark spellcaster type monster in my hand or deck, then I can destroy a card in the field. And with Ebon Illusion, I can exceed summon using a rank 6 spellcaster. But once a turn, I can attach 1 exceed material. And according to this, I can spell some of the spellcaster type normal monsters in my hand or deck. For the spellcaster type normal monster, I declare to attack. I can target 1 card my opponent controls and banish it. That's why I can use Ebon Illusion Magician once a turn. Also, I like running 1 Borload, Boral Sword, the Link monster I like to run. Especially run Daybreaker, Shine Magical Warrior, which is essential. Even Predaplant Verde Anaconda. You can set any polymerization or secrets of dark magic or red ice fusion with electric radar, they can easily fusion summon. Also, 1 Celine, Queen of the Master Magicians. You play spell counters on it equal to the number of spells on the field of the graveyards. If in doing cost of the field, you can't target this card for attacks. But during the main phase, you can remove free spell cards to special summon a spellcaster in my hand or graveyard in the best position to absorb this card points. Like either Dark Magician or any other spellcaster in my deck, that is. Which is why I like running this deck. You know. Well, that's all it for now, so stay tuned for more elevator videos and other kinds. And that's it.